This is a full 20-minute Yoga Sculpt inspired workout. So grab a set of light weights, maybe 2 water bottles, and let's get started. At the front of your mat, inhale, lift both hands to the sky. Exhale, send your body to the side, left and right, crescent pose, crescenting out the side body, left and right. You're making a crescent moon shape with your body. Lift up in a little back bend, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold all the way down to your feet. Let your neck hang. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat. Separate your feet a little bit wider. Maybe grab your elbows, ragdoll position. Just move side to side. Nothing too crazy. We're going to get started easing into the work. Drop your right hand to the mat. Lift your left hand to the sky. Look up at that hand. As you exhale, come back to your mat, other side. Inhale, lift your hand. Exhale, back to your mat, forward fold. Rise all the way up. Reach up to the sky, clasp your hands. Pivot to the right, twisting out your spine. Pivot to the left. Hands go down to either side. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk back, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog. Curl your toes, downward facing dog. Hop, step, or jump to your hands. Rise up, side to side, opening up the side body. Maybe a little bit of a back bend, reaching up, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look out. Plant your hands, walk, step, or jump, high to low. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Hop to your hands, rise up, sun salutations right away. Clasp your hands, pivot to the right, pivot to the left. Reach all the way up with your hands. Exhale, forward fold all the way down to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant those hands, high push up. Hold it in high push up. Lift up on your tippy toes. Maybe pivot to the front, leaning in as if you're going to do leaning down as if you're going to do side plank. What's possible here? You can keep both of your feet together. Maybe you extend that right foot. A little bit of a balance challenge right away. Back to high plank. Other side. New experience. We know this. See what's possible. Meet yourself where you're at today. No judgment. Only practicing. Only getting better. Make sure that wrist stays right below your shoulder. Engage your core. That's going to help lift a leg if you want to. Come back to high plank. Now pivot forward, low plank, upward facing dog. Really enjoy that upward facing, opening up your chest, opening up your shoulders. Maybe we do some cobra push-ups. Lower down to your mat, press through your palms, lift back up into upward dog. Lower down. So cobra is just a little bit less of a movement than upward facing. You don't lift as high. Do as many as you want, then meet me in downward facing dog. Walk, step, or jump to your hands. Grab your weights this time, light weights. Let's come into fierce pose, chair pose. Keep the weights close to you. Elbows down, hips down, twist to the right. Yeah, let's see what's possible. Can that left heel lift? Back to center. Or twist to the left side. Can that right heel lift? Yeah, deeper twist. It's possible. Sink your hips down further. Can both heels lift? Heels lift, hips sink. Keep those weights close. Lots going on here. How's your breath? Check in with it, don't hold it. Feet down, right leg goes to the back, pivoting to warrior 3. Lower those weights down just to lift them back up. Keep a soft elbow. Doing some upper body work, working the entire upper back, upper body. Lower those weights down onto your mat. Shiva squats. Yeah, bring that right knee behind your left knee. Do as many as you'd like. Yes, ma'am, it is a balance challenge. Let's come into half moon pose. Can you stack your hips? One on the right on top of the left. Can you lift that right hand, opening up the entire body to the right side? Check in with your breath. Lower back down. Come into half splits. Lower your head, lift that right foot. Grab your weights on the way back up to chair. Settle into chair. Let's do all that on the other side. Left leg goes behind you. Warrior 3 first. Lower those weights down and then lift them up to either side. Soft elbow. You can do as many reps as you want here. Pause the video if you need to. Don't let me hold you back. I'm here as a guide. If you fall out of the pose, guess what? Get right back in. Yep, we're here to practice together. Lower the weights down to your mat, half splits. Shiva squats. Bring that left knee right behind your right knee. Do as many as you want. You feel that in the glutes. Engage your core. Everything's working to balance you. Coming into half moon pose. Balance your right hand on your mat or on your weights. Lift that left hand to the sky. That left foot goes with it. Stack your hips. Open your chest. Bring your left hand back down. Half splits. See what's possible. Lower your head. Lift that left foot. Bring everything back down to your mat. Grab those weights. Come back up to chair. Enjoy chair pose for just a second. Grab your breath. Reset. Now let's move on to a little bit wider of a stance, coming into Malasana. Sink your hips down to the mat. Rest your elbows on your knees if you want to or need to. Hold the weights close to your chest. Feel your hips open up. Your inner thigh opens. Those ankles are close, but the toes are faced out to either side. Lower your left hand. Reach your right hand up to the sky, still in Malasana, opening everything up. Let's move to the other side. Little twist for the back. Finding new space, new opportunity for flexibility. Lower all the way down to your mat. Your glutes hit the mat. Grab your weights. Keep them close to your chest. Come into boat pose. So we're moving into our core work. Lots of core work today. A little pivot from boat to a little canoe. Canoe just means you're going lower to the mat. Boat, you're lifting up higher. Maybe kicking out your feet, straightening them out, keeping them close to you. It's really up to you. You know what you're feeling in your core. Do your best, challenge yourself. Lift your elbows just a little bit more. Let's work the deltoids and the shoulders while we're down here. Maybe you want to tap a toe on either side to the mat. Ground yourself a little bit. Maybe you want to keep your feet in the air. It's up to you. Hang in there with me. This is great core work. Now let's lower your back down onto the mat. Keep your weights close to you for now. Keep them in your hands. Grab your knees. Maybe squeeze your knees in. Roll side to side. Little lower back massage. And then bring your feet all the way up to the sky. The weights are going out to either side. Lowering and lifting. Working our chest muscles, working our upper body just for a little bit. And then using the weights, we're going to punch out to either side, just lifting them, trying to catch our feet. Probably won't touch our feet today. Maybe you will. I want to know if you do. But we're going to reach in that direction. You can drop the weights at any time. The weights are always optional. Or keep them in your hand for a little bit more resistance work. Hold both weights above your chest. And now let's try to roll up, lifting your hips above the mat. Yeah, they're hovering above the mat. You're lifting them, doing as many as you want, you feel you need today. Challenge yourself. Set the weights down now. Grab your left leg behind the calf. Squeeze it in. Now reverse that. So you're scissoring out your legs. More core work, using your hip flexors now. Lowering each leg to hover. Try to keep your shoulders off the mat. You're lifting your head, lifting your shoulders, squeezing in every time you bring your leg close to you. Now relax down on the mat. Soles of your feet are on the mat. Knees are up high. Grab your weights again. Let's bring the weights, extend them through your chest, from your chest. They're right above you. Lift your hips up into bridge pose. What's possible here? We can bring in some upper body work. Pressing up with the weights, or you can just focus on holding bridge, holding your hips up high, pressing through your heels of each foot, keeping yourself grounded. If you're using the upper body and the weights, you can do little pulses out to either side. Keep your elbows light though, keep them soft. Don't overextend either of your arms, not with the weights. Let's protect our joints. Bring the weights above your chest again. Let's focus on that lower body now. Lowering your hips to hover. Lift them back up. Lower to hover. Press back up. Lifting and lowering to hover. Working the glutes. Stretching the hip flexors. Working the hamstrings. Engage your core. Press through your heels. Maybe wiggle your tippy toes to make sure that your weight is in your heels. Let's reverse that now. Maybe just press into your tippy toes. Lift the heels up. Yeah, a little bit of a change. Feel that difference. Prepping for wheel. Walk your tippy toes back a little bit. Flip the palms, both of your palms of your hands. Set them right by your ear and then press up. Yes, using your tippy toes, using your hands, just press yourself up into wheel. This is a challenging back bend, so good for your spine though. Flexible spine keeps us young, so try to practice back bend or supported back bend as much as possible. Bridge is a great back bend as well. You want to start there and then work your way up to wheel. Come back to center. Let's squeeze our knees into our chest. Roll yourself into a little ball. Maybe move side to side if that feels good to you. And then let's roll up. Bring the weights close to you. Make sure they're out of your way, but bring them close to you. Let's come into high plank. And cross your ankles either side. Left and right, left and right. Great cardio, excellent core work, left and right. Try to stay stable. Try to keep your shoulders right above your wrists. You want to stay in proper alignment. Protect all your joints. Downward dog. Lift that right foot to the sky. Bend your knee. Open up that hip flexor. Yeah, what's possible? Bring the knee to the chest. Send it back out. This time, plant your foot down. Rise up. Crescent pose with your weights. Let's do some press-ups. I like to work with 3 or 5 during my Yoga Sculpt workout. Transitioning to Warrior 2, goalpost arms, press and press. Working the entire body with this yoga workout. Keep the weights close to you, legs stay wide, goddess pose. Extend back into goalpost arms, hold the weights out. Squeeze them up together. Let's lean to the back, lean to the front. Let's do that a few more times. Pivoting back around completely to crescent lunge. Lift the weights, pivot them to the back. Let's work the triceps. Pulse, pulse, or holding still. Your choice. Both are working the tricep. Great job. Extend back into downward facing dog. Let's lift the left foot. Bend the knee. Open up the hip flexor. Three-legged dog. Squeeze that left knee into the chest. Send the leg back up. This time, bring it all the way through. Plant the foot. Rise up. Crescent lunge. Bring those weights with you. Press up. Press up. Squeeze your elbows in together. Extend out to warrior two. Weights stay close by until you extend to goalpost arms. Press ups. As many as you'd like. Goddess pose. Weights stay high. Lower your hips to the right. Lower them back to the left. A few times here, opening up the inner thigh. Pivot back to crescent lunge. Let's send the weights to the back, working the triceps again. Can your lunge get lower? Can your weights get higher? High push-up. Let's bring that right knee in. Lizard pose. Both hands are on the left side of that right knee. Opening up. This is one of my favorite poses. Give yourself a smile. Should feel amazing. Opening up the hips, reducing stress that's stuck in our piriformis muscle. This should feel amazing. Let's move to the other side. Now both of your arms on the inside of your left leg. Don't let the knee flail out to the side. Keep everything close in here in lizard. Let's go back to plank. Let's transition to pigeon. If pigeon on your mat is too difficult for you, flip around to your back. Reclining pigeon is a great alternative to this. It's a little less pressure on your knee, and you still get the benefit of the pigeon pose. Lower down to your forearms if that feels comfortable to you. You can stay up on your hands if that's better. You can even extend into a little pretzel twist by threading the needle of your upper body and maybe flipping that right palm around, setting it on your lower back. So you're lying on your left shoulder and your left ear, opening up your chest to the right side while you're in pigeon. Why not, right? Unravel yourself through all of that. You should feel very loose. Let's move to the other side. New side, new experience. See what's possible on this side. If you're on your mat, you can have all those alternatives. If you're on reclining pigeon, so where you're on your back, you're just lifting your legs into the sky, squeezing in, grabbing your hamstring and squeezing it in. Message me if you need a little bit more direction on what reclining pigeon is. For now, I'm going to keep moving with this practice, threading the needle on this side. What's possible? This is a really aggressive expansion move, so if it's too much today, don't worry about it. You can practice it and come back into it. Opening up the chest muscles, opening up everything, really. Spend some time there, and then let's unravel ourselves back into high plank. Engage your core. Feel the strength we've created today. Lift up on your tippy toes. Keep those hips low. Come down to your knees when you're ready. Hero's pose, reset. Grab a drink of water if you need to. Check back in with your breath. It's a good time to close your eyes and reset. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your hands up to the sky. Maybe a little bit more crescent out, left and right. Left and right. This time, keep your bicep close to your ear, really opening up the side body. If hero's pose is too much for your knees, you can also do this from easy seated position, crossing your legs, staying grounded. Lower your right hand to the mat. Reach over with your left hand. Reach all the way over, really opening up your body. We're very limber and loose now, so let's use it to our advantage. Other side, same thing, reaching up now with the right hand. Great job today, guys. So a little bit of an extended practice here. Clasp your hands into prayer behind you. So you're bringing the palms of your hands together behind you. This is really opening up your chests and your shoulders. See if that's possible today. If not, we'll keep going. Or you can pause the video and just stay in that a little bit longer. Come back into heroes or easy seated position. This time, hands to heart center in prayer. Checking back in with that yoga breath. You can also do this from easy seated position, palms up facing the sky. We're going to receive some new energy for the rest of our day. This was an excellent practice. I'm so proud of you, and I hope you feel amazing. Hands to heart center. Take the peace that you feel right now with you the rest of your day. That's part of the practice too. Be mindful of your breath all day today. And if you have time to sit in meditation right now, this is a great time to do so. Just being mindful of your breath, inhaling and exhaling each time, going a little deeper, finding a little bit more peace. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.